Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back again. Um, I want to talk about bullying and what happened with my y'all didn't see what happened with my son, Jay. He told me one day he came home with a note from the teacher saying that he was being disruptive. No, actually, the teacher called me and said JJ was being disruptive in class. So I'm like, all right, Jay, let's find out what's going on. And he's like, well, and JJ was like, what, 7, 8 years old? Okay, so what happened? Dad, I'm not being disruptive. Every time there's this guy in class, he's always bothering me. He's always doing something. And every time he hits me and I go and retaliate, I get caught. I said, really? He said, he always does this, always does this. I said, all right, son. I said, okay. I said, we can fix that. He said, we can fix it? I said, yeah, we can fix it. So this is what we're going to do. He goes, yeah, okay. I said, now I need you to listen carefully and listen to everything that I say. I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions. Okay, all right, Dad, all right. Well, but what's the first step? The next time he bothers you, yes, raise your hand. What? The next time he bothers you, raise your hand. But Dad, if I do that, then he gonna think I'm a punk. I said, exactly. No, come on, Dad. Yeah, he's gonna think you're a punk. Dad, I don't like that. I'm like, trust me, son. Just trust me. It's gonna work. Okay. He says, all right. So next time he bothers me, wait, what are we gonna do? The next time he bothers me, raise your hand. I'm gonna raise my hand, Dad. He said, okay. And I said, every time he bothers you, raise your hand. Okay? He's like, okay, all right, Dad, all right. I says, now, after that's been established, he's going to think you're a punk. I told you that, Dad. That's what I said, I know, but listen to me. He's okay. He's going to think I'm a punk. All right. So what now? Well, if he's going to think you're a punk, he's going to step to you. Now, my son's interest gets perked. He's like, huh? Yeah, he's going to step to you, son, because he thinks you're a punk. Okay. So now, when he does step to you, now, disclaimer, there's no visual of violence, but you're going to hear what I did. I took this hand, raised the hand thing, and slapped the fire out of my son. Pow! Ooh, you could see that anger welling up. Oh, you could see the muscles on his face and his shoulder. 7-year-old kid. I said, huh? I said, now, son, yeah, when he steps to you, remember that pain. Okay, Dad. Okay, fine. Moving on to a couple of weeks later, I done forgot about the whole incident. Okay, well, fine. My son comes in all excited and exuberant. Dad, guess what happened? I don't know, son. What happened? It happened just like you said it was going to happen. How did you know? I'm like, well, first, son, I said a lot of things. Refresh my memory. Remember the kid that was bothering me? Oh, yeah, I remember. What happened? Did he step to you? Dad, it was outside the school, and he was with his friends. And I saw him look at his friends and say, yo, watch this. And he stepped to me and put his hands on me. And I said, okay, now I'm all in it now. What happened? I don't remember, Dad. Huh? I blacked out. What you mean you blacked out? Dad, I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened. All I know is when I came to myself, he was on the floor bleeding and looking up at me like he didn't even know what happened. He didn't know what he stepped into. I'm like, really? He said, Dad, I wish I could describe the look he had on his face. He was really, he had this wide-eyed, bewildered look like, I didn't see that coming. I said, you see? I said, you got to choose your battles and choose when you're going to fight. Okay? Now, me, I'm like this. I'm from the old school. I got 4 kids. All of them have been in the public school system, and they've all had bullies at one time or another. And I'm not with this program of you can beat up on my kid and my kid can't defend themselves. One of the reasons why my son was so upset that the teacher called me wasn't because he was afraid to fight the boy. He was afraid he was going to get in trouble with me. Okay, so when I did that, I don't sign up for that program. Oh, we're going to contact the parents. Okay, we can contact the parents, but meanwhile, y'all need to get a rein on this kid bullying people, and he's not doing, and you're not doing anything. Then I'm gonna give my kid free rein to defend himself. Okay, and I will back him up. I had another incident where same son, same school, some girl stole his cell phone. And the teacher the dean tried to get it. Well, your son isn't supposed to have a cell phone. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. You got gang activity in your school and you got people recruiting kids to be in gangs in your school. And my son ain't, the only gang my son is a part of is my gang. Okay, so no. So if somebody's targeting him, then it's my job to let them know that he's already in a gang and that he's not joining your gang. And unless you get a control over this, you need to get my son's cell phone back, or tomorrow I will be here with the police and I'm going to file a police report. Okay? With all that being said, my son's phone was back within the hour. I knew the dean knew the student, but I was upset at the fact that you knew that the child had it and you wasn't trying to get it back. Okay? So, hey, it is what it is. All right, so that's how I dealt with my son's bully. He handled it. Okay? And even to my son told me years later, the guy saw him on the bus and he still had this bewildered look on his face like, where did that come from? Okay? Hey, look, I don't like bullies. Okay? I don't like being bullied, and I'm not a bully. But stand up to your bullies. All right, that's it for today. We're going to see what happens. I'm trying to think of more content and more things to say. I want them to be funny. I want them to be insightful. I want them to help somebody out. This whole YouTube thing is new to me, but hey, I'm pushing it through just to see. I got some more stories. Okay, I'm asking God to help me remember. There's so much stuff that happened. I don't forgot half the stuff, and sometimes it comes to me, and I just happen to remember this one. All right, I'm out. Your guys have a blessed day. Be productive. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. It's a little weird, but consider, the Bible says, acknowledge God in all thy ways and he'll direct your path. So with that being said, ask God what you should do today. See what he says. It might surprise you. All right. Have a wonderful day.